Sure, sir.
It's getting blocked by the firewall, so there's a security message which I'm getting. So I've got the offline Excel sheet.
Yeah, can you send
Sure,
me
sir.
the offline Excel sheet, please? Same issue with me.
Yeah, same here with me as well, Bhavin. But I can try and log in on my personal iPad, which I have right now. So if you can just reshare the credentials, it'll help.
Same
Sure,
for
sir.
me, please. Pooja here.
Sure. We will forward the login credentials to everyone. Just give us 5 minutes. By the time the presentation finishes, you'll get the first presentation finishes, we will get the credentials. And Smita, can you announce the first presenter once again?
Okay. Good afternoon, the jury members and the presenters. We are starting with the category Best Media Innovation Direct Marketing, and the duration will be 7 minutes per presentation. Starting with the first presentation, the entry ID is 2506, Castrol Auto Service. Over to presenter.
Can I be heard?
Yes.
Let me just project my screen. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, but not the full screen.
Yes. Clearly visible now, full screen?
Yes.
Great. I'm ready to go. Please let me know if I can proceed.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Castrol is the market leader in the car lubricant category and was looking for a new growth stream. To find a new growth stream, Castrol did a thorough study of the Indian car market and found some encouraging numbers. There are about 52.5 million cars on the Indian roads, and this number is growing steadily at a compounded annual growth rate of 9.45%. Out of these 52.5 million cars, 6 million are taxis. 31 million are private cars that are 2 years or older and out of OEM warranty. Now, 73% of these 31 million cars are found in the top 15 cities in the country, giving us a healthy target audience of 27 million to chase. The growing number of cars meant a growth in demand for car service and maintenance. Nearly 80% of cars with warranty go to authorized service centers for servicing. However, after the warranty period, this number sees a massive drop where only 1/3 of those cars continue with authorized service centers. This is because authorized service centers are more expensive and there are just a few of them spread across the larger cities and may not even be in the vicinity of the car owner. As an alternative, users go to local garages in their vicinity as it is more convenient and cheaper too. However, these local garages often lack knowledge and quality of service. The fragmented, unauthorized car service market is twice that the size of the OEM car service market. Castrol recognized this market as their next growth stream and launched Castrol Auto Service or CAS. Through this program, they upskilled mechanics in local garages and branded their garages with the Castrol name and turned them into CAS centers. This proved to be a winning formula for all. Car owners got quality car service at a reasonable cost. Mechanics were upskilled and got more business with the credibility of Castrol behind them, and Castrol was able to sell more lubricants via these garages. However, to be a successful new growth stream, Castrol authorized service centers had to generate sales of lubricants worth 1 crore in a period of 1 year. Given the steep task and a focused audience set, Castrol ditched the conventional reach route and opted for the precise route of digital direct marketing. We built a custom framework of CAS, which encompassed key digital pillars of search, display, data, and technology to identify the right audience, connect with them, and secure a booking via direct communication. Let me showcase the details in the AV.
CAS was a smartly crafted framework to deliver leads and drive our target of sales. C. Car owner identification. We leverage deterministic signals to sharpshoot the car owners. Through UPI portals such as PhonePe and Paytm, we procure transactional-based cohorts of audiences who purchased auto insurance, made fast-track payments, made payments at auto services centers, or made fuel payments more than 1,500 rupees. Utility apps such as Truecaller gave a data of users who were interacting with local garages. Additionally, through SMS tags, we got data of users receiving messages from auto insurance companies, auto OEMs, and relevant telecaller numbers. Intent-based audience were identified through Google search. They were audiences who were searching for car service via keywords such as car service near me, best car service, easy car maintenance, etc. And we negated OEM keywords to ensure we tapped only audiences whose cars were out of OEM warranty. Through auto portals, we got data of users who purchased second-hand cars. Lastly, we leveraged latitude and longitude targeting to map users who had visited local garages in the vicinity of CAS centers. A. Awareness of CAS centers. Having secured the right audiences, we had to build awareness and drive leads to CAS workshops. Our audiences came in from multiple sources, which were unified by a DSP. The DSP connected us with our audience on high-affinity platforms where users had high daily usage and time spent. We leveraged only large banner sizes to communicate our message and entice actions. All banners had a clear CTA to drive users to our lead management system to book service appointments. S. Secure a booking. Using a Book Now call to action button, leads were generated from potential audiences and sent to our top-notch lead management system. Once the lead came in, it was verified via direct communication with the interested person on WhatsApp or SMS. Those who responded positively were classified as quality leads. These quality leads were geo-mapped and passed on to the relevant CAS workshops in the vicinity of the person to fix a service appointment. The entire lead managed system was secured through the vulnerability assessment and penetration testing assessment along with secure sockets layer testing to maintain data safety. The CAS framework gave us an end-to-end solution that helped us generate leads and via direct communication segregate the quality leads to drive our objective of delivering additional sales for Castrol car lubricants.
The results were beyond expectation. Within just 10 months, we reached 25 million car owners outside of OEM warranty, delivering more than 2 lakh plus leads. This culminated into 12,000 cars being serviced and 12,000 Castrol cans being sold.
Last minute.
Overall, leading to a business of more than 2 crores in lubricant sales, thus successfully opening up a new growth stream for Castrol. Thank you.
Thanks.
You.
The next
Thank you.
presentation is entry ID 2507 Lipton.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
And can you see my screen without the presenter notes?
Please, yes, please share your computer soon.
Okay, wait, sorry. Can I start?
We can see the notes.
Good to go, you can start now.
Okay. Hi, Jury. Meet Hamid. After failing his New Year's resolution 3 years in a row, he's giving it one more shot. This year, he's determined to get fit, build habits, track steps, eat healthy. But with influencer videos, gym selfies, and ads for smoothies everywhere, it's overwhelming. Where does he even start? Well, his first move, drink green tea. But there's a problem. The taste is bitter. Lipton has always been about promoting healthier lifestyles, but even champions face challenges, and for Lipton, it was bitterness. With a 63% market share and over 19 variants, Lipton has the lion's share and impressive growth. But repeat purchases were declining by 200 bips. Why? The taste. People knew green tea was good for them, but they didn't enjoy drinking it. The first step was understanding our audiences. Throughout the day, they are active across multiple media touchpoints, digitally savvy and wellness driven. They value influencers and prefer try before you buy experiences. Lipton has always been a trusted partner in their wellness journey, but addressing their need for both health benefits and better taste was essential to win them over. Our solution, Lipton Clear and Light. We launched a lighter, less bitter variant designed for individuals seeking all the health benefits without the bitterness. This wasn't just a product, it was an opportunity to rebuild loyalty. Our objective was twofold: protect our hard-earned market share, convert one-time triers into repeat consumers by addressing bitterness. Lipton needed to build a habit for them and not just sell a product. To bring this vision, we collaborated with influencers who embodied health and wellness. From Shraddha Kapoor to Gen Z creators, every segment of our audience was reached. To amplify this effort, the 21-day challenge was launched, encouraging users to build a green tea habit. But driving real change required going beyond advocacy. While video campaign built awareness, it was imperative for our try and buy consumers to taste the product. Our challenge was immense. We had to hook our audience, grab their attention, and drive habit change. Every display, every touchpoint had to work harder, smarter, and faster. The New Year resolution period was our golden moment. It's when everyone is motivated to embrace healthier habits. We capitalize on these key insights: the New Year's fitness surge, the booming health food market in India, and the increasing popularity of fitness apps. The combination of trends, timing, and consumer behavior gave us the perfect launchpad. Our big idea was simple yet powerful. Meet fitness enthusiasts where they are, at the moments that matter most. We employed a targeted direct marketing strategy, leveraging digital channels to integrate Lipton into their everyday fitness routines, seamlessly and meaningfully. Let's see how we activated our audience-first approach. 3 strategic alliances were formed to activate this audience-first approach. CultFit for seamless integration into fitness routines. Swiggy to connect with health-conscious consumers during their meal choices. Steps at Go to gamify fitness and reward healthy behaviors. Here's how we brought the campaign to life.
We chose influencers who embodied health and wellness and launched the 21-day challenge to reach every segment of our audience. Inspiration alone wasn't enough. To drive real change, we had to move beyond advocacy and adopt a direct approach. New Year's resolution season was perfect. Fitness was booming. People were ordering healthy food and tracking their steps. Our idea was simple: reach fitness enthusiasts at key moments and places. We made Lipton a seamless part of their routine. Step 1. Conquer gyms. We sponsored boot camp and promoted Lipton green tea via personalized WhatsApp reminders, seamlessly fitting into nutritionist-curated diet plans. To amplify engagement, we collaborated on Instagram Reels with CultFit influencers. Step 2. Tap into food culture. With Swiggy's guilt-free orders up 124%, we paired healthy meals with free Lipton Clear and Light samples. Step 3. Build a habit. Steps at Go's 21-day fitness challenge incentivized users to do a 6,000 step streak to earn Lipton rewards. A real-time leaderboard amplified continued participation. And just like that, we reached more consumers than ever before. The impact? Multifold. We saw growth in brand penetration by 200 bps, purchase intent grew by 400 bps, and market share grew by 100 bps. And through this strategy, we showed that sometimes good strategies aren't heavy or complicated. They're simply clear and light.
What made this campaign innovative was its personalized direct marketing strategy. Hyper-targeted communication engaged health seekers through trusted platforms like CultFit and Swiggy. Lipton seamlessly integrated into daily routines, becoming part of their fitness journeys and their meal choices. Gamification added a fun, rewarding element connecting fitness activities directly to the Lipton brand. Let's see what our client has to say on this.
Lipton's green tea campaign was a huge success. They changed how people think about our tea. We got more new triers and, more importantly, more new repeat triers, which is a huge thing. So congratulations. Lipton's green.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
The next presentation is entry ID 2511, Lifebuoy.
Hi, Jury. Can you hear me? Can you see my presentation without presenter notes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Ready whenever you are.
Good to go. You can start now.
Okay. Hi, Jury. How many of you remember this divine miracle and how it went viral even before the days of social media? So when the health and safety of the entire nation was at stake because of declining hand washing habits thanks to the pandemic fatigue, Indians needed another miracle. In West Bengal, where cuisine and culture encourage eating with hands, declining hand hygiene habits became a major concern. Lifebuoy, dedicated to preventing life-threatening diseases, sought to reach the widest audience in its third largest market by targeting peak food consumption movements. Durga Puja, celebrated by 87% of West Bengal, doubles up as India's biggest food festival. Massive crowds relishing street foods with bare hands, overlooking hygiene, make pandals potential hotspots for infection. After all, who wants to wash hands when you're having so much fun? Now, while the entire state is out celebrating, brands turned pandals into a marketing battleground, resulting in clutter and visual overload, and nobody is able to take away any single message. It takes away from the entire spiritual and aesthetic appeal of the festival as well, without any brand retention. So how to overcome this? Presenting Ma's message, Lifebuoy's own engineered miracle featuring none other than the goddess of protection herself. By intertwining cultural sensibilities, design ingenuity, and cutting-edge technology, we delivered the hand-washing reminder seamlessly within the spiritual journey of every devotee. Come, let's see how it came alive.
In India, the land of festivals, people seek a divine connection with their gods and goddesses by celebrating them through pujas. Durga Puja, one of the biggest pujas in this region, celebrates the homecoming of Ma Durga, the goddess of strength and protection. Thousands of majestic temple-like structures called pandals create a carnival-like atmosphere for millions, a gathering to celebrate their devotion to Ma. With a phone camera in one hand and a loved one in the other, devotees line up to capture the magnificent renditions of the goddess, offer their prayers, and move on to the biggest attraction, the food.
We have to roam around the pandals and then we'll have to eat. That's the primary thing. We have to eat and we have to stay well. That's it.
Lip-smacking delicacies prepared by street vendors are traditionally eaten by hand, a practice deeply ingrained in Indian culture, a practice that can turn into a health hazard for millions. Lifebuoy presents Ma's Message, a divine intervention from none other than Ma herself. Using LiDAR face scanning and machine learning models, we brought Ma to life within the pandal through augmented reality. AI-generated QR codes camouflaged within the idol led unsuspecting attendees trying to click pictures of Ma to a surprise safety message from her.
কিরে চমকে গেলি মায়ের আশীর্বাদ তো নেওয়া হলো এবার কি প্ল্যান বাইরে গিয়ে আড্ডা না পেট ভরে খাওয়া সুস্থ থাকার জন্য সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে নাও
As Ma alerted her children at the moment of truth, Hand washing stations made sure they all washed their hands before their meal. Amazed by this miraculous intervention, celebs, influencers, and even news outlets organically shared her message with their viewers, as her voice echoed in every home over the 5 days of puja.
একদমই কিউআর কোড রয়েছে দেখতে পাচ্ছি আমরা চাঁদবালার মধ্যে
হাইজিনটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট পুজোর সময় স্পেশালি
সত্যি খুব দারুণ ইনিশিয়েটিভ এটা আর মা যখন বলেছেন তো শুনতে তো হবে
This memorable experience left a lasting impact on all devotees, establishing Lifebuoy as the #1 hand-washing soap among them.
So bringing this miracle to life to individual mobile phones required a groundbreaking collaboration for devotees' safety. It had multiple stakeholders, each playing a vital role. Pandal organizers had to be convinced to embrace this breakthrough innovation, integrating within the spiritual journey. Master idol artisans had to be convinced to seamlessly camouflage QR codes into Ma's intricate attire. AR technologists had to develop a custom LiDAR and machine learning model to capture intricate details and ensure it works from all angles and all devices. The 3D idol mirrored real-time expressions with precision, respecting faith while creating an immersive Ma Durga AR experience. While Ma's message echoed through the pandal, Lifebuoy stood out by being culturally relevant, giving a one-on-one experience to every devotee. By blending on-ground digital and influencer outreach, made the campaign impactful and scalable. And lastly, we got the ultimate influencer of the festival, Ma Durga herself, spreading the hand-washing message with regional influencers, extending the reach beyond the pandal. Lifebuoy created a social movement driving real behavior change. Ma's miracle was experienced directly by over 4.5 lakh devotees, which is, by the way, guys, is 3.5x the capacity of nation's biggest cricket stadium. As planned, our miracle organically went viral, reaching millions on social media and delivering 3x the average influencer engagement rate. Lifebuoy won in increasing its saliency as a protector and witnessed the highest spike of 500 bips in spawn for the year, along with a 50 bips increase in market share. Globally, Lifebuoy's innovation has been recognized as a new benchmark for creating innovative tech experiences with culture and purpose at its heart. Thank you, jury.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next presentation is N20 2509 Castos CRB Turbomax. Over to presenter.
Yeah, let me know if my screen is visible, I'm visible, and you can hear me.
Yes.
So, am I good to go?
Yes, good to go. We can start now.
In a highly cluttered category, Castrol CRB Turbomax is the leader in the truck engine oil segment. There is minimum product differentiation, making it a price-based choice with little brand loyalty. This was hampering growth. Our task was to revive growth. The truck driver, our key stakeholder, consumer, growth driver. His life is not easy. He has to drive non-stop for 12 to 16 hours a day for a week to 10 days at a stretch. Stay in makeshift rooms masquerading as hotels, eat off dhabas whenever he can find them, and maybe even sleep in his truck. Now, brands see him as a prime consumer, and obviously they woo him with consumer promotions. Given his impoverished state, he veers towards brands which offer the best benefit. It is what it is. But how do we break this? How do we convey brand superiority when clearly money speaks? We went back to research. More than 61% of the truck drivers are not happy in their jobs and do not want their kids to take up this profession. There is no formal training given to them. They're not aware of the tools and techniques. Because they're on the road all the time, even their health suffers. Truck drivers seldom see growth prospects in this profession. While they're critical drivers to our nation's growth, they seem to be unable to drive their own life. We made Castrol Turbomax speak directly to the truck drivers to put them in the driver's seat of their own life. And Pragrati Ki Pathshala was born in association with TV9, a direct marketing on-ground initiative to invigorate entrepreneurial spirit and elevate the professional acumen of these truck drivers, targeting over 100,000 truckers. Born out of the needs of the truckers, for the truckers, by experts in various fields that would improve the quality of his life. Sonu Sood was our brand narrator. While he's not high on the Bollywood popularity charts, he's extremely high on the celebrity credibility and humanitarian worth charts. Not many know that he has founded the Sonu Sood charity to help underprivileged, but all know of his work in helping the migrant workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is very significant since most of our truck drivers are migrant workers and they remember his work and look up to him and respect him greatly. Let's see how we used him.
Despite India's remarkable growth story, the tale of those driving the world's fifth largest economy is marked by neglect. Over 6 million truckers in India who drive 16 hours daily for minimal wages live a life of hardship. Limited education and no formal training create a roadblock for a better future. To foster confidence and inspire hope within the Indian trucking community, Castrol pledged to be the dedicated progress partner for every trucker in India. For these pillars of the Indian economy who spend most of their lives on the road and face literacy and technological hurdles, we had to come up with a unique initiative that empower the truckers while on their journeys. We launched Pragati Ki Pathshala in association with TV9 Network, a school of progress on wheels, traveling the length and breadth of India, covering more than 8,000 miles, making it the largest on-ground experience. We partnered with Sonu Sood, a Bollywood celebrity who is known for his altruism nationwide. In collaboration with ASDC, we developed a tailored curriculum called Spot.
इस प्रगति की पाठशाला में आपको मिलेगी जानकारी 4 महत्वपूर्ण पहलुओं के बारे में। ट्रक चलाने से संबंधित सुरक्षा और व्यवसाय में लाभ बढ़ाने के कुछ तरीके, खुद का ट्रक खरीदने के विकल्प, वाहन और व्यवसाय से जुड़ी आधुनिकता।
Modules were created in 7 regional languages. This marked the largest ever knowledge initiative by an engine oil brand, which garnered the support of Road Transport and Highway Minister of India.
मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि ये जो पाठशाला है प्रगति की, जिसका आयोजन प्रगति की पाठशाला के रूप में आपने किया है, निश्चित रूप से हमारे ड्राइवर्स प्रशिक्षित होंगे, नियमों का पालन करेंगे, उनके आँखों की जांच होगी, प्रगति की पाठशाला में आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे। इस बात के साथ इस उपक्रम को मेरी बहुत-बहुत शुभकामनाएं, शुभेच्छाएं।
Category influencers, transport industry experts and national ministers supported this initiative by generating discussions at a national level around the truckers community across 7 regional TV news channels. A missed call mechanism was deployed via TV, digital and OOH that enabled truckers across the country to receive details of the on-ground activations in their preferred languages on WhatsApp. The truckers were rewarded with Pathshala completion certificates, along with access to health and eye checkups and reflective stickers to safeguard themselves during late-night driving. The campaign reached more than 4 million truckers nationwide. Over 1.1 million truckers expressed active interest towards the School of Progress.
गाड़ी को सुरक्षित करने के लिए और इंजन को सेफ्टी करने के लिए, सीट बेल्ट का प्रयोग करने के लिए यही सब पाठशाला में सिखाया गया है।
जो कैस्ट्रॉल वालों ने कराया काफ़ी कुछ मोटिवेट किया है और एडवांस चीज़ें बताई हैं जिससे जो है ड्राइवर सीख करके जो है अपनी आप को सेफ भी कर सकता है, अपनी तरक्की भी कर सकता है।
Castrol CRB Turbo Max, Pragati Ki Pathshala, became the voice of truckers in India and emerged as a beacon of hope, guiding truck drivers from hardship to prosperity.
While all important measures moved, Castrol CRB Turbo Max outpaced the category, achieving 16% growth compared to the category growth of just 8%. Members of the jury, give a man fish and you will feed him for a day. Teach him fishing and you will feed him for a lifetime. More importantly, bribing the consumer gave way to educating the consumer. This initiative had the truck driver at the heart and directly impacted his professional and personal life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we are moving to the next category. Best integrated campaign, consumer products, cosmetics, toiletries, personal hygiene. And the duration will be 10 minutes per presentation. Starting with the first presentation, the entry ID is 4104, L'Oreal Professional. Over to the presenter.
Hello. Just let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, please share your computer sound.
One second. Yeah. Let me know whenever I can start.
You haven't shared your computer sound.
Sorry.
Please share your computer sound.
Okay. One second.
Yeah, good to go. You can start now.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
We can see the presenter notes.
Okay. One second. I'll just reshare my screen.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, good to go. You can start now.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Ankita Shirke, and today I'm here to talk about. Wait, let me show you something. What's that one thing which keeps changing in these images? It's our look, and to be precise, it's our hairstyle. A simple haircut, a bold color shade, or even a new hairstyle can change how you feel, how you carry yourself, and how the world sees you. And who makes these transformations possible? A hairdresser. Yet, how often do we appreciate them? Rarely. There's no grand stage where they could truly compete and be recognized nationwide. We had to make hairstyling aspirational, not just for professionals, but for everyday people. And all this while reinforcing L'Oreal Professional's position as a thought leader in the industry. We started by analyzing our audiences. The data revealed that our TG had a higher affinity for the internet. This insight made it clear. Digital was the strongest platform to reach them. Next, we evaluated all OTT giants. JioCinema stood out as the ideal choice because it had the highest number of paid subscribers. For the content format, we used GW Insights, and the data showed that reality TV had an index of 181, indicating a strong interest in the genre. And that's exactly why we created India's only hairstyling reality series. We had 3 clear missions: give hairdressers a platform, position hairdressing as an art form, making hairstyling an inspirational career. Presenting India's first ever hairstyling reality series, the Indian Hairdressing Awards by L'Oreal Professional, judged by none other than Karan Johar along with Min Kim. The Indian Hairdressing Awards was all about real physical transformation, but not just any transformation. This was about pushing creative boundaries with the global theme Metamorphosis. Out of 1 lakh hairstylists, only 12 made it to the grand stage. To maximize viewership, we built a 360 media strategy leveraging a powerful mix of digital, TV, OH, radio, and print. By integrating these platforms strategically, we ensured widespread reach and engagement for the show. Let's watch the AV.
I'm super judgmental, and I only expect blockbusters.
Hairdressers, the artists behind every stunning transformation.
They don't just cut, style, and color, they create magic. They shape confidence, set trends, and influence the very fabric of the beauty industry. Yet, in India, their artistry has long gone unrecognized. As the global leader in professional hairdressing, L'Oréal Professionnel took on the challenge. Enter India's first ever hairstyling reality series, the L'Oréal Professionnel Indian Hairdressing Awards, a platform where top hairstylists from across the country showcased their creativity, battled through exciting challenges, and competed for the ultimate title. More than just an award, this was a movement, elevating hairdressers from service providers to rock stars of the beauty industry. Out of 1 lakh entries, only 12 hairstylists made it to the top. Their journey? A thrilling 5-episode reality series, streaming exclusively on JioCinema, critiqued by the best, acclaimed filmmaker Karan Johar, L'Oréal Professionnel Global Ambassador Min Kim. With the theme Metamorphosis, the competition challenged these hairstylists to push boundaries, redefine beauty, and turn hair into an extraordinary canvas of self-expression. From bold color transformations to high-fashion avant-garde creations, this was hair artistry at its finest.
That they all emerged. Not only today when I'm seeing them they look like movie stars tonight.
I think the styling is absolutely beautiful. And for stage presence, it's really giving me that wow factor.
This is what you call high-level drama.
To amplify awareness and increase viewership, we adopted a 360 media strategy across a mix of traditional and digital channels. The results? Phenomenal. The show became a sensation, capturing the imagination of millions. 36 million episodic views, 3.1 million hours of watch time, 2.4 billion impressions in just 52 days, 47 million unique reach, 200K plus votes in 12 days. The L'Oréal Professionnel Indian Hairdressing Awards was more than a show, it was a revolution. A movement that transformed hairstylists into celebrated artists, inspired future generations, and proved that hairdressing isn't just a profession, it's an art form.
L'Oreal Professional didn't just create a campaign, we made history. 36 million episodic views, 3.1 million hours of watch time, 47 million unique viewers reached, 2 lakh viewer votes in just 12 days. The brand search volumes increased by 23% after the competition. We didn't just create the spotlight on talented professionals, we elevated the entire industry. And this is just the beginning because when L'Oreal Professional says, we make artists shine, we mean it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next presentation is Entry 4115 Close Up.
Thank you so much. Let me just share my screen. Please do let me know if you can see my screen without the presenters.
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Can I start?
Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, judges. As we move into the second half of the day, it is the perfect time to freshen our perspective. And what better way than to do it with close-up? Hi, I am Sheetal Shah, and I'll be taking you through close-up's rural transformation powered by the A-Cube framework. But first, let's start by understanding the category. The oral care market was growing at 7%, driven by rural markets at 14%. But close-up lagged behind at just 2%. This wasn't a challenge. It was a massive opportunity. With rural consumers leading the way, close-up had to step up and capture this growth. However, we weren't the only ones in the market. Close-up faced intense competition from Colgate, Dabur, and Patanjali, who had ramped up their TV ad spends by 20 to 30%. Additionally, multiple new product launches and brand campaigns had further cluttered the market, making it even harder for Close-up to stand out. This led Close-Up to a 800 basis points loss in penetration and 200 basis points in market share across key rural markets of UP, MP, Bihar, and Rajasthan. Further, we deep dive to understand the media habits in rural India, which were evolving. Digital had caught up with TV in terms of reach, and with affordable smartphones and cheaper data, consumers had moved towards individual content consumption. Plus, with rising digital literacy, they were actively turning to internet for product research and recommendation. And not only that, purchasing decisions were no longer just one-sided. Men and women both played an equal role in making decisions, opening up a broader opportunity for Close-Up. Yet, the real game changers were the Gen Zs. With 87% nudge power, they weren't just influencing what their parents and elders bought. They were reshaping household decisions, making them our target audience. And when de-averaged the audiences, it was Gen Z leading this shift. They were spending 360 minutes online daily, far more than what the millennials were spending at 250 minutes. Now, it wasn't just about being digital, it was about understanding the kind of content they consumed. Rural Gen Z had reshaped digital consumption. They preferred short form videos on Moj and Reels, while regional OTT, gaming, and online shopping were rapidly growing. Understanding these shifting preferences was the key to shaping our new strategy. To win in rural India, with our new proposition of 18 hours freshness, we made three major strategic shifts. First, expanding targeting from just females to all adults, doubling our universe. Second, customized and contextual content for Gen Z and millennials, ensuring relevance. And third, shifted to a multimedia strategy, achieving an incremental reach of 40 million across platforms. But strategy without execution is hallucination. To drive real impact, we develop the A-Cube framework: attract, activate, and amplify. These were the three stages of a 360-degree rural engagement model that combine mass media, digital innovation, and hyper-local activation to create a long-lasting brand presence. Starting with attract, which focused on building mass awareness. We expanded from TV only to multi-channel rural strategy, integrating print, geo ads, and YouTube rural. While TV cuts across age groups, we specially own music channels to target Gen Z. Second, in print, we partnered with popular regional publications to drive the value proposition for millennials. Geo ad networks was leveraged to target millennials through news and other update ads, whereas Gen Z was targeted on entertainment content and shopping websites. And lastly, on YouTube Rural, we targeted millennials and Gen Zs basis their content preferences. DIY, home improvement, and recipes were used for millennials, and gaming and educational content base was targeted for Gen Z audiences. Collectively, we were able to reach out to 72 million of total audiences in rural markets. That gave us an incremental of 40 million as compared to our previous strategy. Second stage, activate. We identified trending videos and challenges on Moj and leveraged regional influencers' appeal, creating high engagement content around dance, humor, gaming, and fashion. This led us to collaborate with over 70 influencers, producing 70 plus content pieces that reached over 8 million consumers monthly. This drove a record engagement for an oral care brand. And the final piece of our framework, amplify. To reinforce our message, we identified over 100 high footfall pin codes based on Gen Z and millennials movement. We then saturated these key markets with digital wall painting and out-of-home advertising in high-traffic areas like huts, panchayats, schools, and colleges. Want to see how all of it came together? Let's take a look at it.
The oral care category in India is thriving, growing at 7% CAGR, with rural markets leading at 14%. But for Close-Up, growth has hit a wall. Why? Because competition is surging ahead. Heavy TV spends, aggressive new launches, and Close-Up is feeling the heat. Rural buying is changing. Men share decisions even on toothpaste. The real game changer. Gen Z guiding families toward modern brands. Rural media habits are changing. Mobile is now as big as TV. Millennials stick to traditional media, but Gen Z is mobile first, with 1.5 times more into short videos and online shopping. So, we reloaded our strategy with 3 powerful pivots to take back rural India. First, we moved beyond female-only targeting to include men, doubling our addressable audience from 53 million to 110 million. Next, we customized content, keeping millennials engaged on TV, print and outdoor while bringing Gen Z fresh, digital-first storytelling. Finally, we moved beyond TV to a multimedia approach, delivering an incremental reach of 40 million consumers. To reclaim Close-Up's rural stronghold, we implemented a cohort-driven multimedia approach built on 3 pillars: attract, activate, and amplify. Attract. We drove high reach via TV, print, YouTube Rural, and Geo ads, ensuring strong brand recall in both traditional and digital-first markets. Activate. We tapped into 70-plus regional influencers on Moj, launching interactive challenges like gamified lenses and dance challenges. Amplify. We reinforced presence with hyperlocal OOH in 100-plus high-footfall pin codes frequented by millennials and Gen Z, like colleges, hearts, panchayats, and more. The result? A full-scale media blitz, reaching 72 million rural consumers, activating 70-plus influencers, and scaling in 100-plus OOH pin codes. The impact? 200 BPS penetration increase, 6% surge in sales, and thousands of new trials. Close-Up didn't just stop the decline, we ignited growth.
As for the results, they were phenomenal. The AQ framework didn't just stop the decline, it reversed it. Rural penetration increased by 200 basis points, and sales grew by 6%. Close-Up successfully held its ground against the competitors. This isn't just a short-term campaign, but an ongoing commitment from the brand to evolve with changing consumer habits while continuously driving efficiency and effectiveness. Thank you. Hope we added a burst of freshness to your day, just like Close-Up did. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next presentation is entry ID 4105, Maybelline, New York.
Hi, Jory. Could you tell me if my screen is visible and if I'm audible?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Can I begin?
Yes, you can start now.
Awesome. All right. This is not just a scene from the movie. This is who Gen Z are. I'm sorry. I think my screen just went away. Is my screen still visible?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to have to stop this share again and do it.
We can see the...
I'm unable to see it, so just give me 1 second. Yeah. Is everything still as visible?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is not just a scene from the movie. This is who Gen Z are. Realism matters to them. Good afternoon, jury members. I'm Vivek Raval. Today, let me take you through the story of a brand that did not follow trends, it created them. Maybelline is a legacy brand. It faced challenges in keeping pace with Gen Z's demand for inclusivity, cultural relevance, and trend driven products. Competitors are offering affordable, hyper personalized beauty items through engaging digital platforms that led to a drop in sales for Maybelline, especially among Gen Z. So, to win Gen Z, we have to think like a Gen Z. Our research revealed four big marketing truths. First, the human truth. Early experiences and memories share lifelong beauty habits in Gen Z. Second, the category truth. Experimenting with makeup looks is a young consumer's first step in the world of beauty. Third, the brand truth. Gen Z seeks help brands that align with their evolving identities. Traditional beauty giants must earn their relevance. And lastly, the consumer truth. Today's youth are not just future buyers, they're trendsetters, shaping the beauty industry now. Our communication goal was bold and focused to disrupt the category by tapping into powerful consumer and market insights. Our mission? To reimagine Maybelline for Gen Z, making it not just relevant, but aspirational and unmissable. And then Archie's happened. Netflix was launching a musical comedy set in a retro world, debuting some of the biggest star kids: Suhana Khan, Agastya Nanda, and Khushi Kapoor. The buzz was getting real. The timing was perfect, the theme was spot on, and Maybelline's very own brand ambassador, Suhana Khan, was the leading cast. We saw an opportunity and we grabbed it. It was the ultimate media goldmine for Maybelline. Our strategy was clear and impactful. A seamless mix of traditional and digital media. We use nostalgia, star power, and multiple touchpoints to drive engagement. Here's how we made it happen.
1, 2, 3, go!
Guess what? The hype was real. With star kids making their big debut, they turned India into Riverdale in real life and dropped a new take on the iconic comic, The Archies. And Gen Z, they went full on Delulu. All eyes were on Suhana Khan, the Maybelline it girl and ultimate Gen Z icon. Maybelline, a brand known for its iconic products and youth-centric imagery, was transitioning to create relevance with Gen Z. But the big question was, how can Maybelline, an OG beauty brand, level up and vibe with Gen Z's obsession with inclusivity, culture, and viral trends? The Salulu was easy. Bridge the gap between real and real. Turn screen glam into street trend. And to make it happen, we launched a 9-pillar strategy from product launch to creating trends. We went all in. We launched a limited edition Maybelline The Archies collection with a red carpet event where the star cast unveiled the products. Dropped a brand film where the Archie's characters slayed their retro modern looks, turning vintage glam into major beauty inspo. A squad of 100 plus top influencers recreated iconic Archie's looks like Veronica's bold lips and Betty's pastel eyeshadows. Experiential zones, aesthetic content booths, packed with interactive zones for influencers to explore and create content, a retro dance-off, get ready with me videos, swatch tests, exclusive goodie bags sparked unstoppable buzz. We created a lookbook and dropped exclusive tutorials starring the Archie's cast, giving fans the inside scoop on how to recreate their iconic makeup. We took over social media with Instagram posts, YouTube mastheads, and flooded OTT platforms with Archie's inspired glam. All in one, we kept it real and made sure Gen Z was vibing with us at every step. And the results? They ate 500 million plus impressions, 35% spike in Maybelline product searches, ROI of 10 times, record-breaking engagement rate of 48%, unmatched scale and impact, $1 million earned in media coverage, 130,000 units sold in just 4 weeks.
245 bps in top of mind recall, 387 bps in spontaneous awareness, 1147 bps in consideration. The biggest win? A 20% increase in Maybelline's Gen Z brand affinity, proving that when Maybelline speaks their language, they listen.
Riverdale को भी याद रखना चाहिए ना कि Veronica is back.
Right. So the much hyped results. A 20% increase in Gen Z's brand affinity, 130,000 units in just 4 weeks sold, 245 BPS in top of mind recall, 387 BPS in spont awareness, $1 million worth in earned media coverage, and 1147 BPS in consideration. And here's the real game changer. We got an exclusive access to Netflix's paywalled audience. We created a cultural trend for Gen Z from nostalgia. Star power needs no mention. Unlocked real business and not only buzz. We made our consumers experience beauty. Dear judges, this was the blockbuster performance of Maybelline. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we loved creating it. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation is email ID is 4118 Vim.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Cool. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
And it's on full screen, right? Not on the presenter's view.
Yes, it's a full screen.
Great. Just a moment. Let me just hide away all of these. How about now?
No, we can see the notes.
Yeah, sorry. I guess now you will see a full screen?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, good to go.
Is it good now?
Yes, your time starts now. All the best.
Okay, thank you. Vanakkam judges, it's John here. I'm here to talk about how Vim turned a mundane task to a musical retreat. Vim isn't just any dishwashing brand. We are the dishwashing brand. We are 8x bigger than our closest competitor. To put it in the right context, 7 out of 10 people think Vim when they think about dishwashing. Vim isn't just any bar or liquid. It represents chore neutrality, a belief that dishwashing shouldn't be tied to a specific person, role, or a routine, but rather a shared responsibility. And this has been acknowledged at multiple forums. But Vim faces a critical strategic challenge, declining relevance among Gen Z and millennials, leading to shrinking market penetration. Hence, that's a big problem, isn't it? No, it's a huge opportunity for Vim, who is the category leader. That's where our own proprietary tool, Good Growth Framework, provides strategic direction, focused on discovery, audience mindset, and media delivery, leveraging human intelligence to drive relevance and engagement among Gen Z and millennials to unlock growth. To drive relevance among Gen Z and millennials, we focused on discovering category and consumer insights, designing an engaging experience, and delivering them at scale strategically. Let's be honest, judges. Nobody likes dishwashing. In our survey done among Gen Z and millennials, we come to find that it isn't like buying a beauty product or shopping for their trendy outfits. Deciding which dishwashing brand to buy is neither rational nor involved among these cohorts. To them, it's too boring, repetitive, and not at all cool for them. Well, judges, I don't know about you, but I can relate to these stats. I may not be a Gen Z myself, but I am raising one and work with many. So I see these trends firsthand. They are always hooked onto their headphones. They seem to lose track of time when they start browsing through their Insta. Well, this one is my favorite. They follow influencers more than their own folks. They don't seem to chat through words anymore, as memes is their code language, which they only seem to get it. AI is their new buzzword, and they are quite positive about it. Not only they use it extensively, but also pick up new tools and models as and when they were out. When it comes to their media consumption, digital leads among NCCS A audiences, TV leads among NCCS B and C, and radio comes next to television. Millennials and Gen Z engage differently but on the same platforms. Millennials seek news, opinions, and convenience, while Gen Z prefers trends, immersive experiences, and quick interactions, which shapes their unique digital behavior and preferences. Music isn't just an entertainment. It's their background score for everything, even for their own chores. Right from their gym workouts to study sessions, music is their constant companion. So, what do we know so far, judges? Our objective is to reinforce relevance of dishwashing. Gen Z and millennials always listen to music. AI is the new buzzword. They follow influencers literally, and they're always on social media. Now it all comes down to connecting all of their passion points and media behavior to create an engaging experience that would bring them back to the sink. To bring this alive, we gave away wearable smartbands. These weren't just any bands, they had motion sensors and AI that could generate unique musical beats from their dishwashing movements. We handed these beats over to Ritwis, an artist who is already a celebrity among our target audience, to create an absolute banger. And boom, as they say, the Nazare collab was born, a song that wasn't just another track, but one made from dishwashing sounds. It dropped on YouTube, and the response, insane. People were vibing, dancing, and believe it or not, actually looking forward to doing their dishes. Let's see how it was done.
Dishwashing, a chore often left to the women. Partners and kids, avoidance experts, especially Gen Z and millennials. Vim believes chores are everyone's responsibility. But let's be honest, no one loves dishwashing. Everyone, however, loves music. Vim was set to change the dishwashing narrative, make it musical. Partnering with Ritwiz, a youth icon, Vim aimed to do just that. Together, they launched Nazare. A playful take on Vim's perspective on dishwashing. The song transforms kitchen into a sing-side party and a video that captures the joy of shared moments. Nazare sparked a movement, a dishwashing dance craze that took over every platform where our audiences engaged with music. Influencers joined in, sharing Nazare movements, over 3,000 of them in just 15 days. To further connect with Gen Zs and millennials, the video featured references from viral sensations, Gopi Bahu and the dancing uncle. The meme pages loved it. But Vim didn't stop at this. It gamified the chore. It didn't just innovate, it invented the Vim Beat Band, which turned scrubbing movements into personalized beats using AI. A truly integrated experience. The results? A dishing hit. Soaring metrics, explosive growth, and a cultural shift, especially among Gen Z and millennials. Vim turned dishwashing into delightful beats and sparked a cultural movement, one sink at a time.
This is where we brought all mediums together to give this music video all the width and depth it's needed. We designed an engaging music delivery strategy using music-first approach. Music-rich reels, stories, and shorts, taking the music video to all popular music channels as part of their song lineup. broadcasting it on radio, boosting the music video on YouTube, made memes based on this music video using famous artists. Hence, bringing in an all-rounded engaging music experience at scale was delivered. And the results. Their positive sentiments about dishwashing made Vim more meaningful to them. This led to a 200 BPS increase in penetration across age cuts. And ultimately, all of this resulted in decom sales uplift by 20%. Vim's globe is real. We've tapped into Gen Z and millennial what do they vibes into, crafted a dope experience, and dropped them where they can't miss it. Smart moves created magical impact. Well, judges, don't just go by what we say, but listen.
The challenge for any legacy brand like Vim has always been that how do we stay in touch with Gen Z audiences, the digitally native audiences, because dishwashing has always been a chore for them. I think with a campaign like Nazare, we not only contemporized the brand, but also ensured that we connected with these Gen Z audiences for whom this was not only a social activity, a fun activity, and how they could connect with their related ones at the sink while doing dishwashing. I think this is the first step, but this also not only ensures that it cements our position as a market leader, but also it ensures that it moved our mind measures in all of these audiences, the upper LSM audiences, where we had to contemporize the brand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, dear jury members and the presenters, let us have a 10 minutes short break, 10 minutes. We just meet after 10 minutes. Hope this fine with you, all the jury members.
Yeah, works. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, jury members, can we start with the presentations? Okay, other members?
Okay for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Nitin? Start the recording.
Yes.
Okay, the next category is best ongoing media campaign and the duration will be 10 minutes per presentation. First presentation, the entry ID is 5018 Ariel.
Just sharing my screen. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me know when to start.
Yes, you can start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Navita, and it is my privilege today to present to you Ariel Share the Load with Home Teams. In 2024, Share the Load celebrated its 7th edition. And while we've witnessed a steady incline in sales since then, inequality in households have progressively dropped. This detergent brand has not just sold volumes, but has spoken volumes that have altered the mindset of Indian men for the better. Over the years, we've used multiple levers to influence this culture. From putting our wash care labels indicating that both men and women can wash the fabric, to including willingness to share the load right into their Jeevan Sati matchmaking profiles. We even received support from global influencers Melinda Gates and Sheryl Sandberg. Then, in another activation, the world's first odd even pack of Ariel was launched. That split laundry duty between him and her. And building onto the Prime Minister's Educate a Girl Child campaign, we urge parents to educate the boy child as well about equality. Share the Load began back in 2015, and at that time, 75% of men believed that laundry is a woman's job. The campaign's heart hinged on this alarming stat. We challenged this by offering different perspectives over 7 seasons, from the father, son, and husband, and how their relationship often gets impacted over the choice of doing household chores. Each season reflected positively on the shifting mindset. In 2024, we brought in yet another perspective. A perspective that questions a husband's support towards his working wife, where he realizes that his wife is often forced to compromise on work because she's unsure of household tasks being completed in her absence. She doesn't ask for it, but she needs a home team. Why don't we break this concept down and take an example from football? Can you imagine winning the game if there was no strategy in place? Imagine the mental and physical load if one guy was responsible for attacking, fielding, and defending. Doesn't work, right? You need the team to think and strategically keep passing the ball to score a goal. In fact, history shows that when the midfielders step ahead and help the forwards, it only increases your chance of winning the game. Let's apply the same approach back home, shall we? Don't let your wife take up the mental load of strategizing, planning, and executing chores all by herself, while you simply sit and watch from the sidelines, choosing to be unaware. This brings us to our season's key campaign insight. A home runs on teamwork, but she's the only one playing, carrying the invisible weight of doing it all, while he just watches from the sidelines. She may not scream and demand performance like a coach would, but she really needs that home team. In 2024, Ariel amplified this message with the Home Team Share the Load campaign. We convey the story of several ambitious women to their husbands, nudging them to take action by taking up laundry duty and other daily chores. We wanted to get our communication out to our target audience by not just reaching them, but truly connecting and engaging with them at relevant touchpoints for the message to impactfully register in their minds. And we left no stone unturned in doing so. Here's a film showcasing how the 7th edition of Share the Load was brought to life.
From stadiums to boardrooms, from labs to legislatures, women have broken barriers. Yet, the physical and the mental weight of household chores still rests on their shoulders, affecting their peace and progress, with a mission to not just raise awareness, but to drive real change in the unequal distribution of household chores. In 2015, Ariel initiated its first campaign, #ShareTheLoad, by raising an important question: is laundry only a woman's job? In 2016, for the second season, Ariel posed a question to all the dads: why is laundry only a mother's job? The 2019 season of the Share the Load campaign, Ariel asked sons to share the load. In 2020, Ariel launched the 4th edition on World Sleep Day by urging men to wake up and share the load for equal sleep. In 2022, we urged women to firmly ask their husbands, do you see me as your equal? In 2023, Ariel launched the 6th edition of this campaign, highlighting couples' silent separation due to the long-term impact of unequal distribution of chores. For its 7th edition, Ariel built on an insight from a survey that highlighted 72% women find it challenging to mentally break free from household chores. Ariel drives this conversation forward, where women support women in understanding and encouraging men to not only take the physical aspects of the household chores, but also share the mental load as a team at home by simply asking, how strong is your home team? Re-executed a multi-touchpoint plan, starting with a DVC that highlighted how spouses can become trusted allies in household responsibilities by working together as home teams.
ये सारा काम तुमने भी सीखा ना, तुम्हारी टीम भी सीख लेगी। क्या कर रहे हो?
ट्रेनिंग तुम्हारी सिंगापुर ट्रिप के लिए। सारा काम तुमने भी सीखा ना, तुम्हारी टीम भी सीख लेगी।
YouTube propelled it far and wide. The initiative was launched by Bollywood icons Anil Kapoor and Sonam Kapoor, followed by a panel discussion that featured a surprise call from Sonam's husband, Aminder Huja.
Teaching their husbands about sharing household chores.
The pleasant surprise continued as Times Now deputy news editor received a surprise story to present.
Oh my God, is that my home?
Hello Ritvika, this is your home team.
The home teams concept gained further traction on social media through 50 key opinion leaders. In a first-of-its-kind approach, Ariel took a comic route on social media by introducing #ShareTheLoad home maps, providing Google Maps like maps to men, helping them locate household products in the absence of their wives. Celebrity couples joined the Share the Load challenge, tackling questions about household duties. We took over Disney Plus Hotstar masthead and activated print campaigns in key cities. Once again, the results were outstanding. The Share the Load video garnered over 120 million views across platforms. Ariel liquid sales grew by 43%, highest consideration ever at 94%. Increase in engagement by 65%, 232 million earned impressions, over 50 key opinion leaders with 86% relevant conversations. Over the last 9 years, Ariel India has not only sparked conversation about the unequal division of domestic chores, but also driven significant change, urging more men to share the load. And our real success lies in seeing more women pursue growth opportunities without the burden of mental and emotional domestic responsibilities because they have a strong and supportive home team.
ट्रेनिंग शुरू करें?
मुझको पता है मेरी खता है।
Sales for Ariel Liquid jumped by 43% since the same period last year. But when asked how many men today think chores like laundry are a woman's job, this number has come down from 79% in 2015 to just 25% in 2024. And we will not stop till we hit zero. I thank you for your time today And Ariel thanks you for the progress we have made as a society. Stay tuned for next year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation is entry ID 5022 Cadbury Silk.
Yeah.
Is my full screen visible without the presenter view?
Yeah, but it's blank right now. It's only pink
Yeah,
screen.
Yes, yes,
correct,
first.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yeah, so let me know when I can start. I am
You can
ready.
start now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Raj. Naam to sunai hoga. Who better than Raj knows about romance? I'm actually here to talk about the real king of romance, Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk. Silk as a brand has always been synonymous with love and Valentine's Day, as 15% of this brand sales is clocked during this festival in just 15 days. Each year, we have refined the hard pop blush pack, crafting it as a perfect gift during Valentine's Day. Silk positioning of how far will you go for love has resonated really well with the Gen Z audiences, because over the years, we have been dialing up on this core message of brand with our iconic campaigns. But every year, the definition of brand proposition keeps evolving for Gen Zs. The meaning of how far is never the same. So every year, we deep dive into what it really means to go far for love before creating any Valentine's Day campaign. In the year 2022, the proposition stood for secret love, as young love in India is often met with disapproval and was frowned upon. Youngsters went to great lengths to hide their relationship from their families and friends, but wanted to express it nonetheless. We understood the assignment and came up with a playful AR campaign where couples could just scan our ads from and find the hidden secret messages from their loved ones. Here is the glimpse of the campaign.
Cadbury Silk presents Secret Messages. The sender simply scanned a silk pack, typed a cute message, and pressed send. The receiver simply pointed their phone at any silk ad, and voila! The ad turned into the secret love message, which only they could see.
The media strategy was to paint the country purple with high impact and high reach media activations, so the youngsters could scan the secret message at any touch point at any time of the day. We activated all possible media touchpoints where Gen Zs were present, which resulted into an astounding 1.5 million participation and in turn sales growth of 27% in the limited edition hard pop pack. In 2023, we realized that how far will you go for love meant to go great lengths to express their love, but it is also met with rejection sometimes due to unrealistic expectations, comparison with peers, etc., which led to fear and stress. Silk took this opportunity to make the Gen Zs understand to deal with rejection and spread awareness about healthy love. What better way to speak to Gen Zs about their healthy love through favorite influencers? We roped in Prajakta Kohli, Arman Malik, and Bruce Passports to share personalized healthy love tips because music, travel, and lifestyle were identified as the three most popular creator genre amongst our audiences. Here is the glimpse of the campaign.
Cadbury Silk presents Unforgettable Love Tips. We introduced a special silk pack. You could scan this pack to hear unique romantic tips from Gen Z's favorite creators, but with a twist.
Do you want to make the cutest proposal? Choose a super unique message and place it on one of their favorite things. But wait, what if they say no to your proposal? It'll hurt, but here's a way to cope with that.
Surprise them with your moves by learning the tango or the salsa to their favorite songs. But wait, what if they don't want to dance with you? Feel like insisting on that dance? Here are some ways they'll help you see why you shouldn't.
We matched every romantic tip with a tip to handle rejection because Cadbury Silk believes
Only healthy love
Only healthy love
is true love.
Cadbury Silk, unforgettable love tips.
Brought the whole magic alive by personalizing the entire experience to their taste. We not only personalized the communication each cohort saw across media touchpoints, but also used best-in-class data practices to personalize the entire consumer journey. If a person was actually interested to music, he saw the Arman Malik's ad and he landed to the music tips page on the microsite. And eventually he could buy the silk pack through e-commerce website. This tailor-made campaign resulted into 22% sales growth in the limited edition hard pop pack. In the 2024, we faced a unique challenge as our audiences had already experienced AI, personalization, and many other experiences from other brands. Also, when it comes to Valentine's Day, it wasn't just about the chocolate brands, but multiple marquee brands vying for Gen Z's attention. And let's not forget, the window to win the Valentine's Day was very limited. Silk had to deliver a towering target of 15% sales growth, that also in just 30 days. And now, one thing we knew about romance that today's youth has started to express their love very differently. It was not about the Saat Janmo Wala Pyar. It was more real and more believable. It was about the smaller acts of love, like waking up for a morning lecture or creating a memories or taking a romantic walk. So we used the power of text to image to animation Gen AI that combined all these memories into a cinematic experience, which is the story of us. We introduced an innovative and interactive experience that allowed couples to weave their significant moments of love into a heartwarming tale of love and affection. Let me show you how it worked.
Cadbury Silk presents The Story of Us. Your love moments crafted by me, Zoya Akhtar, and powered by AI.
Just scan the Silk Pack and share those meaningful moments with Zoya that make your love story special. Using these, our proprietary text-to-image to animation Gen AI tool will create a beautiful short movie featuring you and your love.
This Valentine's Day, the grandest gift you can give your Valentine is those small, heartfelt moments of your love story.
How far will you go for love?
The idea was romantic. Director be romantic. So what about the media strategy? It had to be about romantics. In 2024, we understood that how far will you go for love didn't just mean for one thing, but the youth had their own perspectives, which meant that we need to speak to all types of romantics who displayed different behaviors. You must definitely know of the Subodh from Dil Chahte, right? And of course, the Rocky Randhawa this side. And ye to pata hi rega, the absolute clueless Samir. So meet the romantics. Basis lots of research, we understood that there are three types of romantics. The obsessive compulsive planner who plan everything to the perfection. The over-the-top lovers who won't express or declare. They just proclaim their love. And the 11th are clueless Romeos. Basically, they think the best at the 59th minute of the 11th hour. In order to reach to these types of romantics, our media strategy was focused on varied Valentine's Day behavior. We drove a very tailored amplification approach. To reach out to each and everyone and create impact, we activated digital impact and deployed high-frequency TV stings and also integrated with popular TV shows. We knew that we had to reach the planners first. So we got the Gen Zs created to make the stories with their partners to kind of inspire everyone else. And we also were present on music apps, just reminding people about Valentine's Day. For OTT lovers, we had the industry first deployment on Hotstar, in which we had 3-part series of these stories hosted. And we also partnered with Gen Z's one of the favorite festivals, Spoken Fest, as an experience partner. And for the last minute Romeos, our messaging to them was very action oriented. And they were being redirected to the Silk brand store on quick-com platforms. And also towards the end, when everyone was scrambling here and there, we had the trip to Paris contest, which drove so many engagements and transactions. And the results. With over 520,000 stories created, with an impressive average time spent of 3 minutes per story. In fact, so much love was poured that so many entries were there at the backlog of the website. We had to suspend the media activities for a few days because everyone wanted to have their video directed by Zoya Akhtar. And also we collected 1.27 million first-party data, out of which 1.2 lakhs were generated to Silk Pack scans, which could be leveraged for future campaigns. Plus, we got 4 million worth organic chatter for free. Pretty awesome, right? The campaign also achieved 15% sales growth, 27% increase in brand awareness, and 40% higher engagement versus last year. That also in just 30 days. Traffic driven on the Blinkit website was so much that the application actually crashed one day before the Valentine's Day. What made the campaign unique was that this was the first time that Gen AI based animation was deployed at this scale. And by doing this, we wove our silk into the moments of love, converting a product into an experience, and an experience that would be part of their love story forever. Over the years, Cadbury Silk has always been an integral part of the youngsters' love stories, helping them express their feeling in their own way, which in turn has helped the brand achieve great heights in business as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. The next presentation is entry ID 5019 Coca-Cola.
Hi, is my screen visible without the notes?
Yes.
Okay, please let me know when I can start.
It will start now.
Quite a popular track, no? I'm sure you must have seen our content many times in many forms. 2 million plus user-generated content, most Shazam track ever, so many other accolades, and we're just getting started. Hi, my name is Abha, and I'll be taking you through how a sparkling category brand has redefined marketing to Gen Z in their own style. Sparkling, a category worth 60,000 crores with more than 10 key players and all chasing the same 300 million growth driver, Gen Z. Gen Z, whose biggest passion point is music, a high affinity white space, which is still untapped by any of these competition players. And Coca-Cola has been owning this space for the last 2 decades. While Coke Studio is a globally acclaimed property, but for it to truly resonate in India, we needed to find the pulse of the Indian consumer. Research showed that our core consumers are embracing regional sounds as a powerful form of self-expression, fulfilling their social need to be seen, heard, and understood. Recognizing this, we launched Coke Studio in India in a new avatar, blending Gen Z's love for music with the country's linguistic diversity. Proudly presenting to you Coke Studio Bharat. Two seasons, 14 songs, and 10 languages, a true celebration of India's diverse musical heritage. But judges, we not just wanted our songs to be heard, we wanted them embraced. Hence, we sought a media strategy that prioritized discovery over delivery. Instead of pushing ads to consumers, we aimed to pull in the users towards our content. Thus, our ongoing media strategy had to stay true to 4 pillars. We had to go local and ensure presence on platforms that connect with our audience. We also had to ensure authenticity in our connections while staying true to pop culture trends, and at the same time provide Gen Z with first of its kind experiences, satisfying their FOMO. Content was the first bridge to going local. In season 1, while we got a lot of love from the nation, we also got multiple feedback from the listeners that we should make songs in their own languages. We heard and obliged. We moved beyond a single content platform and partnered with Jio, creating a category-first content hub and building a community of Coke Studio listeners across 8 Jio apps. 82% Gen Z discover new music through reels and short-form content. Hence, we transformed them into discovery engines for our songs. Beyond just song plays, we leveraged radio with engaging RJ interactions to drive curiosity.
माय जॉब चलो तुम्हें भी उत्तराखंड लिए चलती हूँ और इसके लिए ना बॉस से छुट्टी भी नहीं मांगनी पड़ेगी.
While celebrity influencers continued to be a part of our journey, in season 2, we celebrated regional sounds through local heroes who brought the unique style and authenticity to Coke Studio. From cricket in season 1 to reality shows in season 2, we infused pop culture to spark intrigue and pull listeners into our music. We also fueled Gen Z's desire to share by being present on messaging apps like WhatsApp, and continued to cater to their exclusivity hunger by turning every Coke bottle into a gateway of experiences, providing early song access, exclusive music videos, and behind-the-scenes content. Let me take you through our musical journey.
Regional music has become a gateway for Gen Zs to unwind, express, and connect. Embracing this insight, Coca-Cola, a brand built on emotional and cultural connections, decided to not just speak, but sing in their languages. Coca-Cola reintroduces iconic global IP in India, giving a platform to regional artists representing almost every major language. Coca-Cola taps into the pulse of India's youth, especially Gen Z, who use music to de-stress, to vibe, and to create. Bringing back the rhythm after 8 years, Coke Studio Season 1 relaunched with a mission to empower fresh and undiscovered regional talent. And with this launch, we took India's regional soundscape global. With a dynamic campaign framework based on consumption habits, we tapped into the major events and festivals, creating tracks that became a part of their celebrations. Our songs found their way to listeners through Alexa and audio streaming platforms, suggested based on mood and listening preferences. Over 500 high-affinity creators brought Season 1 to life across top content streaming platforms like ShareChat and Moj. We took center stage at India's biggest celebration, IPL, with a thrilling live pre-event performance. And that's how, with a powerful resurgence, the platform captivated 140 million people, delivering cultural milestones with songs like Khalasi. Fostering deep engagement and lasting memorability. Coke Studio Bharat Season 2 was designed to be more immersive than ever, connecting with millions of households and embedding Coke further into the fabric of India's heartlands. In Season 2, we took it one step further. We built a discovery-first model, music IP to cultural phenomenon. For the first time ever, a dedicated Coke Studio content hub was created inside the Jio ecosystem, enabling us to build a community of Coke Studio listeners across 8 different apps. We synchronized Coke Studio content with JioMart, proving that music could drive commerce. Smart video campaigns delivered the right format to the right audience at the right time, boosting views while reducing costs. Regional apps and short video platforms became our gateway into deeper markets. Strategic playlist integrations on streaming platforms ensured our songs stayed on top of mind and on top of charts. And to close the loop, we took the music straight to the streets with a multi-city metro jingle activation, turning every commute into a Coke Studio experience. We tapped into India's most powerful trendsetters, regional influencers, content creators, and micro communities. We didn't just ask them to promote Coke Studio, we made them part of it. Over 9,000 youth ambassadors carried Coke Studio straight into college communities, making it a movement and not just a moment. Scaled key opinion leader integrations beyond Instagram, engaging regional platforms like Moj and ShareChat. With a multi-cohort micro-influencers, Coke Studio became a cultural phenomenon on India's biggest TV reality shows, with Neha Kakkar singing our song Sonchadi on Superstar Singer, and Quickstyle dancing to a Coke Studio track on Dance Plus. Moments that moved millions. Coke Studio Bharat is no longer just a music platform. It's a movement, a celebration, a revolution in sound. And this is just the beginning. success of Season 2 resonates, Season 3 kicks off in a grand style with Holi Aire, performed live at the Champions Trophy final.
And what a comeback we saw. इंडिया ने हमारे गानों को सिर्फ सुना ही नहीं, अपना बना लिया. And when India's most powerful influencer tweets your content, you know you have arrived. But the journey doesn't end here. Coke Studio Season 3 went live recently. I'm sure you've got this during the Champions Trophy final, but in case you haven't, here's a glimpse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation is entry ID 5034 Ultratech Cement.
Can you confirm if the screen is visible?
Yes.
I hope it's the entire screen and not the presentation
You
view.
haven't shared your computer sound.
1 minute. One second. 1 minute.
Sandeep, just give us a green signal once the presentation
Yes.
is.
Yes, all good.
Okay.
Good to go. You can start now.
Okay. Thank you.
Can we begin?
Yes, you can.
Good afternoon, jury. I am Ajay Damani and I'm here to present Ultratech Yashasvi initiative under the Best Ongoing Media Campaign category. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely said, the future of India lies in its villages. And to realize this vision of a developed India by 2047, the task was to build a developed Bharat. As rightly identified, Bharat's villages, home to 65% of the population, are brimming with untapped potential and aspirations. 50% of these rural households are now only in 5 focus states of Rajasthan, UP, MP, West Bengal, as well as Gujarat. However, from basic needs like public toilets and healthcare to dreams of education and modern housing, rural Bharat seeks growth and progress. Yet, in many areas, these dreams remain distant due to infrastructural challenges, geographical remoteness, and limited access to expertise. Though being a leader in building materials, Ultratech faced intense competition from local players, hence strategically expanding their reach in rural Bharat, which drives 64% of their trade, where 4 million new homes are built annually by individual home builders or IHBs as we refer to them. These ISBs in rural Bharat who invest their life savings and hard work into building their homes from scratch are a top priority for their brand. But they lack knowledge on home building, they're dependent on people for hearsay and have limited access to experts. Hence, Ultratech sought to align these IHBs in helping them achieve their aspirations, leading to their objective, which is to build preference that results in long-term loyalty towards the brand. Aligning infrastructure development with the needs of IHBs was one key decision maker, the Pradhans, Mukhias or Sarpanches, the village leaders, who played a pivotal role as the key enabler, with all decisions, activities, plans, and approvals being routed through them. All government's infrastructure schemes, yojanas like Manrega, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, that drive major investments in rural development were being routed through the Sarpanch in this region. Hence, IHBs, our final consumers, also turn to these Pradhans for expertise and guidance in home building, seeking support of one of the most important decisions of their lifetime. Recognizing this, Ultratech launched Yashasvi Pradhan, an industry-first influencer engagement platform to honor visionary Pradhans shaping rural development in 2022 in partnership with Dainik Jagran in the form of most trusted and credible media, that is print. Uttar Pradesh the biggest geographical representation of democratic India, was chosen as the first market for this novel campaign, reaching 50,000 plus pradhans across all 37 districts of the state through a multimedia plus an on-ground campaign. Initial success was encouraging, surpassing all key metrics. The initiative proved its impact and paved the way for expansion. We wanted to learn from this experience by now creating a larger impact across Bharat, and hence we challenged ourselves to drive success in the most rural populous state of the country, which is Bihar. The initiative in Bihar was launched as Yashasvi Mukhiya, based on their local lingo. We enhanced our multimedia approach. Over and above TV, digital, radio, and on ground, we also launched an editorial series with Hindustan Group to set the stage and build momentum across all 38 districts, increasing our media frequency for wider reach and extending the campaign by felicitating Yashasvi Mukhiyas across the villages. Results continued to flatter our expectations in Bihar as well, driving engagement, recommendation, and preference to newer heights. After successful campaigns in UP and Bihar, the initiative was then extended to Rajasthan, the third largest rural populated state in the country. To achieve this task, we rolled out a 4-month multimedia strategy, now identifying them as 2 pillars of success. In the Inspire phase, a comprehensive awareness campaign launched the Sarpanch Connect initiative, motivating Sarpanches to showcase their contributions to regional infrastructure development. In the Celebrate phase, a distinguished jury comprising architects, engineers, IT professionals, politicians, and retired chief development officers evaluated entries and honored winners across 7 nodes, culminating in a grand felicitation. Let's have a look at the success of the campaign in detail.
In the heart of rural India, dreams take shape, brick by brick, home by home. Yet, for 90% of independent home builders, this is a once-in-a-lifetime journey, often navigated without any guidance. This is where UltraTech, India's #1 cement brand, steps in to ensure every home is built on a foundation of aspirations and ambition. UltraTech did not just sell cement, it fostered connections, strengthening its promise of "Gaon banega to desh padhega" and driving transformation in small towns and rural areas. These rural areas are developed by leadership initiatives driven by visionaries, where village sarpanches become true enablers of progress, infrastructure, and the future of their communities. This vision gave birth to a revolution, Yashasvi Pradhan, which was launched in 2022. Uttar Pradesh, the biggest geographical representation of democratic India, was chosen as the first market for this novel campaign. In the challenging media reach market of rural Uttar Pradesh, we leveraged the most trusted medium newspaper, Dainik Jagran, to lead the multimedia campaign, strategically timed with the IHB's peak post-harvest revenue period. The activity secured quarterly dominance across print and news channels with highest SOV. Success speaks for itself. Surpassing key metrics, the initiative proved its impact, paving the way for expansion. In 2023, we scaled to Bihar, refining our approach. Free buzz through editorials for early momentum. Higher mass media frequency to maximize reach. Stronger on-ground activations, engaging nearly every Mukhya. In 2024, Rajasthan, one of India's largest states and a key growth market, became the next frontier. We implemented a structured 4-month multi-phase strategy. 1. Inspire. Created awareness, drove engagement, and encouraged sarpanches to participate in the initiative. 2. Celebrate. Recognize top sarpanches and amplify their success stories at regional and state levels. Leveraging the vast reach of Rajasthan Patrika, the state's leading publications, we launched a print-led multimedia initiative. Through an integrated content strategy across print, digital, TV, and radio, We built awareness and intrigue among sarpanches, ensuring strong engagement. We leveraged the Stinger network with vans, posters and leaflets to deliver targeted messages and drive participation in remote regions. 80% sarpanch have participated via the dedicated microsite. A distinguished jury panel evaluated entries across 7 nodes. On-ground events were held, where cabinet ministers honored the top 20 sarpanches from each region. The campaign concluded with a state-level event, where the state chief minister honored the top 20 Yashasvi Sarpanch. Extensive post-event coverage amplified winner stories across print, social media, WhatsApp, radio and TV. We also collaborated with KBC to honor and elevate Sarpanch's stories to the national audiences. The results continue to grow. In Rajasthan, brand relative recommendation scores up by 2x and consideration scores by 1.5x. The impact went beyond numbers. Ultra Tech didn't just run a campaign, it sparked a movement across states. A movement that's only just beginning, shaping tomorrow's Bharat and strengthening our belief. Gaon banega, to desh badhega.
Over the years, we've reached out to 2 lakh gram sarpanches, strengthening rural leadership and demonstrating the power of purpose-driven engagement. The initiative has transformed engagement into action, trust into advocacy, leadership into lasting change, reinforcing Ultratech's vision, Gaon banega to desh badhega. As we speak, we are wrapping up the second round of Yashasvi Pradhan in Uttar Pradesh, and we are active through Yashasvi Pradhan in West Bengal. We look forward to meeting you next year in this very category, bringing success stories from these 2 states. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. The next presentation is entry ID 5025. Thumbs up.
My screen is visible.
Yes.
Can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Thanks. Biryani is an emotion. It is not simply a dish. It's a pure love. But have you ever tried a chilled bottle of Thumbs Up and spicy biryani? Trust me, it's a match made in heaven. Hello, I'm Revati and I'm back to showcase our always on strategy about driving Thumbs Up association with biryani. Thumbs Up is a $1 billion made in India brand with the highest market share in the category. However, nearly 70% of volumes for the brand comes only from summer months. Hence, it was essential to increase movements of consumption to reduce our dependency on summers. For this, we decoded the occasion when Thumbs Up is consumed. And as per the studies, we found most of the occasion of the brands are with food. And most celebrated food consumed during lunch and dinner in India is biryani. It sells 4 billion times a year, but the incidence of Thumbs Up being sold with biryani is only 2%. We saw this as a huge opportunity to build ritual of Thumbs Up with biryani. This was based on 3 facts. 1. Biryani is the most ordered meal in India. 2. There's already a strong association between Thumbs Up and biryani. Third, biryani is a cult in Thumbs Up strong market. With an aim of ensuring all 4 billion biryani transactions includes Thumbs Up, we introduced Thumbs Up Tufani Biryani Hunt, an ongoing journey to build the association of Thumbs Up and biryani. The season 1 of the campaign went live on May 2023, where our biryani tribe went on a journey to find the most Tufani biryani in APT region. Post season 1, we inched a bit closer to our mission of converting all biryani transaction to include Thumbs Up, but Delhi abhi bahut dur tha. तो हम निकल पड़े from 1 state to 7 different states with 40 plus biryanis. We realized each region has its own favorite and biryani lovers can go to any extent to defend their favorite biryani. So, season 2 was about making India to vote for their favorite biryani by asking the all-important question, कौन सी बिरयानी सबसे तूफानी? Our media strategy stayed true to a full funnel activation. From creating engaging content to driving awareness, engagement, and trials among biryani lovers. The Tufani Biryani Hunt came to life through a thrilling series of episodes featuring India's #1 master chef Ranveer Brar. In season 1, we explored one region and 7 iconic biryani outlets, each serving a unique taste of tradition. Season 2 expanded across 7 regions and 21 India's most legendary biryani hotspots. We also launched industry-first content to commerce loop, wherein while watching the biryani content on Hotstar, one could order biryani, driving traffic to our platform. In season 2, MasterChef Ranveer Brar was accompanied by 7 rich food bloggers fighting for their regional favorites. Further, we built a thriving community of biryani lovers by bringing together 50 plus food bloggers in season 1. In season 2, this movement grew even stronger with 200 passionate food bloggers joining the journey. The biryani community not only shared biryani reviews but also did live sessions from famous biryani outlets and showed thumbs up as the ultimate pairing suggestion. We didn't just encourage people to try thumbs up and biryani, we enabled it as well. We partnered with top biryani giants like Biryani Blues, Behroz Biryani, and many more to ensure they bring alive the combination on their physical store and food ordering apps like via coupons. We entered the consumer life whenever they are thinking of biryani. We ensured any biryani content on video platform across weekend is tapped by us. We had the highest share on all biryani searches across YouTube and Google. And that's not all. With hyper-local targeting, we ensured we mapped all the biryani outlets. Judges, we received so much love throughout the campaign that now we are building a whole new community on Instagram called Tufani Biryani, creating an entirely new biryani verse. Now let me take you through the AV.
खाने में सबसे तूफानी डिश कौन सी?
भाई बिरयानी लेके आओ।
बिरयानी के साथ सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक नहीं पीते, तूफान पीते, 2 थम्स अप।
आज हम बिरयानी सर्व करते हैं आपको।
बहुत बढ़िया।
आपसे मिलेंगे बिरयानी और थम्स अप के तूफानी कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ।
अगर बिरयानी में दम नहीं रहेगा तो बिरयानी में दम नहीं आएगा।
मतलब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि हमको लखनऊ में कोई तूफानी चैलेंज देगा तो क्या देगा?
उसी पतंग में आपका क्लू ईस्ट हो गए। कोलकाता बिरयानी इज द बेस्ट।
पढ़ो, गेस करो। और वहीं पहुंचो जहाँ बढ़िया बिरयानी मिलने वाली है। मैं जा रही हूँ।
हैदराबाद बोले तो बिरयानी, बिरयानी बोले तो हैदराबाद। खत्म। वो बिरयानी खाने के लिए दम चाहिए।
जो चीज को उसका वैल्यू मिलना चाहिए ना, वो चीज को उसका वैल्यू दिला रहा हूँ।
Which is the best biryani in the world, Hyderabadi or Lucknowi?
इसलिए मैंने और आपने ज्वाइन किया है थम्स अप सबसे तूफानी बिरयानी हंट।
Thumbs up and biryani together didn't only taste good, but also gave us scrumptious result. Biryani incidence went up from 2% to 4%. Message association of thumbs up and biryani went by 49%. So judges, अगले साल फिर मिलेंगे क्योंकि ये तो सिर्फ ट्रेलर था, पिक्चर तो अभी बाकी है। अगर आपको मुझ पे यकीन नहीं है तो शेफ से कुछ सुन लीजिए।
हो जाइए तैयार, आने वाली है और भी कई बिरयानियां, और भी नई किस्से, और भी नई कहानियां, और बाकी आप तो जानते हैं यहाँ की बिरयानी वहाँ कम है।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next presentation is Entry ID 5026, Cadbury 5-star.
I'll just project my screen. Is my screen visible? Hello?
Yes, now fine.
Okay, I hope it's not in the presenter mode.
Yes.
Let me know once I can start.
You can start now.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Priyanka Joshi, and welcome to the Gen Z Survival Guide. These are just some of the local and international brands that are vying for Gen Z's attention today. And this is their digital jungle, filled with influencers, algorithms, and memes, the most common Gen Z language. But here's the kicker. Gen Z has an attention span of approximately 3 seconds. They want instant gratification, but they're also exhausted with a constant feeling of FOMO. No wonder they are stressed. But why are they stressed? Because they have family expectations to social norms. Their trends move so fast that what's cool today is cringe tomorrow. And everyday life is a struggle. You miss one viral meme, that becomes a social tragedy. Cadbury 5-star has always addressed these tensions empathetically with a counterculture stance, with a chewy eat that slows you down, literally, so that you can enjoy some downtime and spend time doing nothing. With that winning proposition, we wanted to get Gen Z's approval via earned impressions, basically brand love, ultimately leading to penetration growth. And therefore, we decided to counter cultural tensions, counter trends, and counter everyday stressors. Starting with countering the cultural tension, we identified that there's a constant pressure for singles on Valentine's Day to couple up and be something they're not. And for years, 5-star has been consistent in standing up for singles. In 2024, we realized that our solutions were not enough. Gen Z wanted to completely erase the day. So we decided to give them just that. Let's see how.
Does this make you cringe? Every year we've helped you escape Valentine's Day and do nothing. But maybe that's not enough.
Challenge accepted.
5-star presents Erase Valentine's Day. We've built the world's first time travel vessel designed to achieve humanity's ultimate goal. To skip Valentine's Day entirely in 1 minute. How?
We let Nambi Narayanan explain.
Because of different time zones, when it is Valentine's Day morning on this island, it will already be 6 a.m. in Peru, 9 p.m. in Australia, and February 15th morning in this area. So if a vessel travels in this direction across the international date line, it will skip 24 hours in just 1 minute, while the people inside just eat 5-star and do nothing.
3 volunteers will soon achieve the impossible. Join us in the control room on February 14th to witness a historic breakthrough that will pave the way for a future where we can all skip that wretched day.
Test drill successful.
A future where we eat 5-star and do nothing. Watch it live on February 14th at 4 p.m.
We orchestrated this high-impact occasion-driving campaign in 3 phases. Starting with Mission Unveiled, to capture Gen Z's attention, we selected high-impact and high-reach driving touchpoints and used internet's currency, which is memes and micro-influencers, to drive shareability. In our phase 2, we leveraged the same high-reach touchpoints, but this time with a focus on reinforcement and anticipation, and onboarded the Gen Z loved macro influencers Tanmay Bhatt and Samay Raina to encourage the Gen Z to participate for the event. And finally, the D-Day event, where we got our influencers to host the Erase Valentine's Day live stream. While we garnered reach and views with our paid campaign, the earned and owned media was through the roof, which was the highest in the history of Mondelez. And that's how we addressed cultural tension while winning brand love and garnering more than 180 million earned impressions. Moving on to addressing the stresses from trends that Gen Z face, AI was everywhere. With relentless academic pressure and AI's rapid rise, it left no room to relax. And that's when Cadbury 5-Star decided to create Nothing University. Let's see what this university was.
Looking to upskill for the future?
This new AI can perform all coding jobs in seconds, including blockchain development. While this AI is already outperforming accounting firms. Meanwhile, the new graphic design AI aims to automate graphic design and could minimize the need for...
Relax. Because in a future where AI does most of the work, there'll be one thing that humans will finally get to do all day long. Nothing. So it's time to learn the most essential skill of the future. 5-Star presents Nothing University with the first ever diploma program in doing nothing. An intensive course covering the most future-ready skills out there.
Well, let me check with the AI and get back to you in a few days.
Super. With our state-of-the-art workshops, campus placements, and guest lectures, the world can finally prepare for the glorious future that awaits us. Eat 5-Star. Do nothing.
We ensured a seamless journey from the first ad to earning a diploma in doing nothing. Students took fun, interactive courses like acting busy and buying time, guided by comedians who have mastered the corporate culture. The main objective of our campaign was, of course, to drive reach, but our main focus was on driving participation and talkability. We launched the campaign using heavy impact properties like takeovers and mastheads that drove traffic towards the microsite. To ensure maximum participation, we tied up with different apps, news platforms, OTTs, utility apps, and influencers. And we didn't just stop there. We also collaborated with 1,000+ micro and nano influencers to share their Nothing University ID cards and certificates, and seeded memes across the social media ecosystem. And the results were just phenomenal. We received 91% course completion rate and a 57% engagement rate on the website, which was almost 80% higher than Mondelez benchmark. So, as we addressed stresses from trends, our brand love and earned impressions also increased.
Moving on to the everyday grind, like exams, responsibilities, investing in crypto, or just buying a ramen. You know the struggle is real. And we decided to be that comic relief for our stressed out souls. Gen Z's humor isn't easy to crack, so we built a real time content engine to drive this engagement. And we tapped into the everyday moments with everything that Gen Z love and engage with, which is memes, influencers, and the right partnerships. A key driver of virality was the strategic use of fresh shareable memes, which we created every month to reinforce the do nothing philosophy. Micro and nano influencers were activated, creating a domino effect. As these influencers shared content, followers engaged, reshared, and generated UGC, turning do nothing into a peer driven viral movement. And for partnerships, we teamed up with the most pop culture obsessed brand, The Soul Store, to create a line of do nothing merchandise. And all of this resulted in a substantial growth in brand mentions and positive consumer sentiments. Addressing the everyday stressors unplugged the gaps throughout the year. With every plugin, our brand love kept increasing, which in turn generated more and more organic impressions for us. And all that brand love led to a 20
Last minute.
percentage point increase in our business. While this is just the beginning, in a fast-paced Gen Z world, 5-Star remains committed to giving them the downtime they truly deserve, transforming do nothing into a powerful cultural movement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation, entry ID 5032 Boost.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Can you please tell me my screen is visible?
Yes,
Where-
visible.
Full view?
Yes, everything is fine. Good to go now.
Just a second. Let me just. Where is it? Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you can start now.
Vanakkam judges. I'm John. Let me start by saying this fact which you all would agree. When you go out in the streets of South India and ask, Boost is 9 out of 10 people will say, is the secret of my energy. Boost and cricket, a winning combo, goes way long. It's a true story of how a legendary brand was built on the back of cricket. In every journey, there is always a twist, isn't it? The task at hand for Boost is to build relevance for stamina. Now, you all think, why stamina all of a sudden? Boost went through product enhancement and relaunched in 2022 with its new proposition of 3x stamina. Well, judges, this is a unique challenge. Let me paint this picture to you all. A legendary brand that exists in this country for the past 5 decades, known for its iconic tagline, so much so that it has become an integral part of the brand name itself, right? Since 1986, this winning combo of Boost and cricket started. At every point in time, India's cricketing legends kept on harping this famous line, which struck the consumers way too deep for us to add anything over it. So now you would have understood the mammoth challenge we have. Our insight lies within these iconic legends. One thing that connects all these legends are delivering consistently, isn't it? Their stamina within them drives this consistency, time and again, over and over. In other words, stamina is the expression of energy. So we went after the moments that define stamina within cricket. It all sums up to speed, swift, accuracy, and power. Season after season, we are geared to bring out the depiction of stamina by identifying or creating these moments within cricket, on and off the ground. Over the last 3 years, Boost has transformed how stamina is identified, nurtured, and celebrated within cricket. From empowering rising stars in 22 to breaking gender barriers in 23 to owning the biggest cricketing moments in 24, we have continuously redefined the way stars were identified and celebrated. IPL 2022 gave opportunities to 200 new budding talents. Boost decided to celebrate these young stars who made it to the big stage of IPL 2022. Game छोटे बड़े ग्राउंड का नहीं, स्टैमिना का होता है. Boost identified 13 players who were uncapped back then, but their stamina to deliver got them to be a part of IPL 2022, which created their stories of stamina that made them stamina stars. We did only 3 things, but at scale. With the support of experts talking about every aspect of speed, swift, accuracy, and power was analyzed on live across online and offline. Along with live cricket inventory, we also bought 100% SOV on YouTube across all cricketing content. Integration on live cricket with Washington Sundar. Despite progress in the cricketing world, cricket is still seen, spoken, branded as gentleman's game. But stamina is common to all, isn't it? Gender inequality exists at all levels. 40% of young girls playing cricket drop out in their teenage years. Boost reinforced these stamina, not gender, defines a cricketer. By championing women's cricket, we changed the conversation. Introducing game लड़का लड़कियों का नहीं, stamina का होता है. Boost portrayed a young girl as the protagonist in its new TVC for the first time in 40 years. We partnered with world's most downloaded mobile cricket game, WCC, to launch a first ever cricket game where our women's team could compete against any international men's team. Created an interactive AR filter where they had to play 5 cricketing shots as the legends would. No one exemplifies endurance, precision, and performance under pressure like Bumrah. That's why Boost chose Bumrah, who acclaimed this famous title of Boom Boom Bumrah. While Bumrah fires each delivery at 140 km speed, ramming through the batsman's defense for a leg before or a nick on the edge or replacing the bails, we want that moment for Boost on live cricket. On the other side, we transformed cricket fandom into an interactive experience online, making stamina the real game changer. Took regional mega influencers and using custom interactive lenses, turning fans into viral cricketers and boosting participation. Let me take you through the past couple of years of Boost journey.
For decades, Boost has been more than just a health drink. It has been a fuel for champions. Cricket, a sport that demands energy and stamina, has been our perfect partner. From Kapil Dev to Virat Kohli, our message has always been clear.
Boost is the secret of orange.
For years, cricket was seen as a one superstar game. A single name would define an entire team. But the game was changing. The rise of IPL redefined fandom. Fans were now rooting for new heroes, young players who proved their mettle on the biggest stage. In 2022, Boost stood by the next generation of champions. We launched Game Chote Ya Bade Ground Ka Nahi, Stamina Ka Hota Hai. A champion that celebrated these young warriors and their stamina to go the distance. We signed up 13 emerging talents. Their stories of perseverance and grit to make it to the big stage turned into 13 unique brands' narratives of how stamina gets you to the big ground. Despite progress, cricket was still seen as a man's game. Girls lacked the same encouragement and opportunities. Boost had to change that perception. In 2023, we took a stand with
गेम लड़के लड़कियों का नहीं, स्टैमिना का होता है.
सुना है कि बड़ी बाउंड्रीज मारना लड़कियों के बस की बात नहीं है.
By associating with the Women's Premier League, we decided to change this game of gender into a game of stamina to show in a man's world, women are never gonna stop. We created the first ever women-centric gameplay in the world of cricket. Gamers played as Indian women's team against any international men's team. Across short video apps, we used AR to allow Indian women to showcase their cricketing prowess. 2024 wasn't just another year for cricket. It was the biggest year yet, with both IPL and the Cricket World Cup happening in the same calendar. We didn't just advertise stamina, we became a part of the game itself. Every time Jasprit Bumrah bowled, boost was there. L bands were fired every time Bumrah took a wicket. Beyond live cricket, we took stamina to the fans. On Moj, we created an interactive movement, a challenge-driven campaign through hashtag Boost Stamina Cup. One mega influencer as team captain for each region along with micro-influencers amplified the message through creative local language content. Custom lenses boosted engagement from awareness in pre-buzz to cricket theme looks and virtual challenges in later phases.
It's a case to learn how bringing in product efficacy over years drives business results. As our stamina scores went up year after year, our market share also followed. That's how Boost added its product efficacy into its brand narrative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. The next and the last presentation is 5044 Google search.
Yep. Am I audible and videos clear?
Yes,
Hello.
audible.
Okay, just let me present the screen. Hope my there's no disturbances on the screen, the black box or something like that.
Nothing. It's good.
Okay, just let me know
Your
when
time
the time
starts now.
starts.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. The year was 1986. 5-year-old Saru wandered onto an empty train, fell asleep, and woke up hundreds of kilometers away, alone, scared, and unable to find his family. Eventually, he gets adopted by a loving Australian family. But the childhood memories of his mother and his village never quite faded. Years turned into decades. One day, Saru learned about a tool that could help him find his lost family. Night after night, he Googled for landmarks that matched his memory. Finally, Saru's search led him to his hometown Khandwa. And after being decades apart, he stood face to face with the people he had longed to see again. Saru's story is a testament to the transformative power of information. Hi, my name is Himanshu, and I am proud to share my team's contribution to Google's journey of democratizing information for everyone. And what better place for this mission than a young nation as diverse as India? But this diversity also comes with challenges. English literacy is under 10%. Typing in regional language is 3 times more difficult than English. And connecting with Gen Z in ways that matter to them is no easy task. So, for an app that is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones in India, Google search mission was to simplify access to information while considering these complexities of India. And the answer to access lay beyond the traditional search text box. Google wanted to evangelize the use of three tools to address India's diversity: voice, lens, and multimodal search. Voice search was meant to help people who speak regional language but struggle in typing, while lens was meant to empower Gen Z through their favorite tool, the camera. And multimodal was meant to truly democratize search for all types of users. To build adoption, we faced the reintroduction of these three solutions by we spent most of the time on voice search as it addressed novice digital users, followed by geo-specific pilot on Lens for digital native Gen Z, and finally leading to full suite with multimodal search that addresses all consumers of search. We also plan specific intervention across complete media funnel for each solution. To begin with an impactful message, we focus on inspirational stories of Indians who have used search to unlock surprising possibilities for themselves. Be it Olympic boxer Nikhat Zareen and K-pop idol Shreya Lanka with voice search, or parkour artist Mujahid and World Cup winning cricketer Shefali Sharma with multimodal search. And with lens search, we've also focused on use cases like language translation, fashion and shopping, homework support for students. To build awareness for these stories, we develop high reach medium with impactful techniques such as video ad sequencing on YouTube, partnership with marquee events on TV, and use of engaging short form content on exponentially growing mediums like YT Shorts and Insta Reels. To drive engagement, we created multiple industry first led innovation for each access point. Be it in industry's first non-intrusive voice-enabled ad experience on audio and video OTT, a gamified Google Lens product experience within an ad, or a unique offline to online search movement that included participation from over 650 brands. And lastly, to drive conversions, we leverage machine learning where we identified the low users of search and targeted them with action-oriented creatives to increase search queries. Our strategy and integrated approach help us truly democratize access to information. For an app that is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones, we saw 7.5% and 4% increase in usage of Google Voice and search and Lens search, and a striking 65% overachievement in the daily active users target for per quarter. These results represent paradigm shift in search behavior for the consumers. Now let my AV take you through this journey of access for India.
Google's mission of organizing the world's information and making it universally available is most evident in India, a country of 1,600 spoken languages, 692 million monthly internet users, and half its population below the age of 30. From the QWERTY to quirky generation, Google simplified access to information through three modes of search: voice, lens, and multimodal. Voice, the first mode of access, address the India that is not English proficient. Since typing in regional languages is nearly 3 times more difficult, Bolne Se Sab Hoga was designed to educate NCCS BCDE audiences that their own voice can power Google search. We pivoted on inspirational journeys of women who overcame gender bias like boxer Nikhat Zareen.
लोगों ने कहा बॉक्सिंग लड़कियों की बस की बात नहीं, तो मैंने बोला टॉप वुमेन बॉक्सर्स इन द वर्ल्ड.
And powerlifter Kiran Dembla.
लोगों ने कहा मत देखकर शौक रखो, मैंने बोला पास के जिम्स.
To demonstrate बोलने से सब होगा. Through an impactful integrated media campaign, we reached our audiences with this message. In an industry-first non-intrusive innovation on India's #1 OTT platform MX Player, we recreated a voice search experience within the platform's ad inventory itself to drive engagement. High-affinity women's sports partnerships further enhanced the Bolne Se Sab Hoga narrative. The smartphone camera in every Gen Z's hand was the second mode of access. So Google introduced Lens Search in India's second most populous state, Bihar. 4 use cases with the highest propensity for trials with Gen Z were activated. Geo-focused buys on YouTube, app campaign for engagement and OTTs delivered reach with conversions. An engaging print activation induced readers to scan with Google Lens to find answers. With mobile publisher mCanvas, we replicated the Google Lens user interface through an interactive rich media experience. Armed with the learnings from voice and lens search, we launched multimodal search for all Indians. Dhoondenge to milega. Showcased how text, voice, or lens unlocks possibilities. A World Cup winning women's cricket captain.
तो छोरों के साथ खेल लेंगे. आसपास क्रिकेट एकेडमी.
A small town parkour superstar.
How to start parkour.
And an indie filmmaker.
ये तो जापानीज है.
कृपा करके मेन्यू दिखाओ. Showcased how Google search unlocked possibilities for them. User and brand generated content across YT Shorts, Insta Reels, and YouTube's video ad sequencing built the multimodal search story. Marquee cricket events, Asia Cup and ICC World Cup further amplified our message. We broke media silos with Ye Kisne Dhoonda, a one-of-its-kind offline to online treasure hunt style activity. Contextual pop culture billboards built intrigue, sparked virality on social media, and encouraged over 650 brands to join the trend. These interventions delivered results. A 4% lift in lens and 7.5% lift in voice search usage, with a 65% over delivery of search daily active user targets per quarter. We also generated over 700,000 social conversations through our interventions.
रोहतक से वर्ल्ड कप ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा.
And for all those who are still wondering what happened to Saru after he reunited with his family, firstly, he got to know that he mispronounced his own name as a child, as his biological parents named him Sheru, meaning lion, not Saru. He wrote bestseller novels, and the movie based on his life, Lion, got 6 nominations as Oscars. Saru's story truly reminds us, Google पे ढूंढोगे तो मिलेगा. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, jury members. Thank you, presenters. And thank you, Ad Club team, and thank you, the technical team. This concludes our last but one session. And tomorrow is the last day for the case study presentation. In fact, the 15th day. And before actually we say goodbye, my request to the jury members is, without highlighting any case study presentation, any brand, any presenter, whose presentation you liked, which brand's presentation was very strong and stuff like that, we are not getting into it. That your scores will say. But how was this experience of judging online? And how was the software? Was it user friendly? Did you find things easier while scoring and stuff like that? The upkeep of time and stuff like that. And in fact, 5:30 is the closing time, and it is not even 5. So around 35 minutes to 40 minutes ahead of the schedule. What you have to say, jury members?
Hi, Vipin, Harshdeep here.
Hi, Harshdeep.
First of all, thank you for organizing this entire thing and consistently being there, Vipin, you and your team doing this. So thanks a lot for that. And I was unfortunately not able to log into the website to do it, but I've scored on the Excel sheet and I've sent it across. I think this is now the 4th or 5th year, Bipin, that we're doing this online, and I think yeah, so it's I think the experience is improving with every passing year.
Wonderful.
And thanks for ensuring that we are all on time and that this is within the time limits that you had blocked out for all of us. So thanks again to the Ad Club team and look forward to seeing you at the event.
Of course. Thank you, Harshdeep. Thank you.
Vipin, I think the pre-presentation, sending it across to score, I think it's a great thing.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank
you. Otherwise, I think we get too much into the razzmatazz versus the meat of what is being done.
Correct.
It's a good thing that you've done, and I think we should maintain and ensure that and not get too bogged down with just the presentations. Does that happen with the initial shortlist as well, or is it only for the final round?
It's for the final round. The initial shortlist also, we send the case studies to them, and they judge for 7-8 days. It is with them. So this happens in any case. It's a process.
Sure. I think might be one of these days, I'm sure you guys will think about it. Some some of the other international awards have started doing is leveraging as to what is the kind of work that does well in the market. Those kind of insights, if you can pull through, it might be get a much wider reach and also keep the interest of the teams ahead across the year. That might be a good step to do.
Yeah, Ajay, during one of the course of the judging case study presentation round 2 days back, one jury member suggested that why don't you include budget for the agencies to specify what was the budget, so we can have a fair idea of the comparison budget versus results and stuff like that. So I think that's a good point.
No, what I meant, Bipin, also along with that is if you see, along with VARC and other people, people like Kans have started coming out with even white papers around as to what is the most productive kind of work. For example, they've talked in terms of there is nothing that is called wear out kind of stuff in most campaigns, and people who do consistent work does really well. They've talked about the mix of brand building versus performance and so on and so forth. So variety of things that they've talked about. If we meet, I can possibly share some of that as well.
Yeah,
So
because
I think
that should get into the entry form, as a part of the
I'm
submission
saying
by the agency.
so one is the Khan's entries that happen. Second is basis, let's say, people who won this year. What are the big themes that you are seeing? And you'll obviously need to deploy some resources to kind of pull that thing through together. But that should be very useful from a regular through the year, keeping that clubs kind of this thing alive. So it's not just the events and not just the entry time that things happen, but and it also makes Ad Club also a thought leader across the year for
Okay. Okay.
that might be
We
the
will
case.
meet up, Ajay. We will meet up.
Sure.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Vipin Bhavin here. So
Hi.
overall, the experience is quite smooth. I must say, online is not a challenge at all. So for me, it was smooth. A few login challenges, but that was very smoothly handled by Nitin. So no challenges there. Just adding on to what Ajay also mentioned, and while you mentioned that one of the juries did talk about budget, I just had a point similar to that where we should encourage the participants to mention where the category stands to have a fair comparison, because in most of the cases, of course, numbers are showcased, but it is only relative, right? And if we understand what that relativity is, that would help us judge better. So if category benchmarks can be included, and today category benchmarks are available with most of them, then it would give us a better lever to judge how
So from
the
our side, a benchmark for every category.
no, maybe they can enter it. It can be either way. Modalities can be looked at. Like for example, when you do anything on Google, be it a BLS or you run something with Kantar, there is a category benchmark available. So maybe the participants can enter it themselves, and we trust what they're entering, or we can have category benchmarks as a standard. So modalities can be figured, but it'll help us judge much better, because you're just looking at numbers and saying, okay, is this good, bad, ugly? You do not know. It is obviously basis experience, because we've seen a lot of surveys, but category benchmarks would definitely help. But overall, it's a great experience, and it's getting better each day, each year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavin.
Vipin, I'll Altama share. Just quickly want to add, I think I was able to log into the website smoothly. So the entire dashboard, I will say it's very user friendly, very simple to understand, and quite easy for accessing it. So I think that's a good job over there, and the overall experience was really good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we are done, right? Kavita?
Yes, sir, we're done.
Yes, sir, we are done.
Now, did you see